Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. If you're not a Chelsea fan, I'm sure somewhere in and around your club, whoever you support, you're getting business done, you're getting deals done. Again, actually I stress, unless you're a Man United fan. If you're a Man United fan, you're joining us, in the waiting room. Everyone has been seen by a doctor. Except Chelsea and Man United. We're in the waiting room and we're waiting for our turn. And we don't know when that turn's going to come. You know, God forbid any of you end up in A&E. I've never ended up in A&E. Touch wood, hope it doesn't happen. But you hear all these stories about people going to A&E and they're in the waiting room for 11 hours, for emergency treatment. They're just there, they're waiting. Similar situation for Chelsea and for and Barcelona. Now Barcelona are out of the mud now, and Manchester United. Manchester United have this hold on the hope that they're gonna get De Jong, and it just seems like it's not gonna happen because the valuations are so far apart. Vitinha is now looking like he's going to Paris Saint-Germain, so Man United's target cutthroat out of the window, not happening for Man United. But for Chelsea, we are proper waiting around FC at the moment. And even for the players that I'm hoping are still going to be happening, 100%, surely. Kounde and Dembele, surely. But today we get more news and we get more development. So I'm going to fill you in. And then we'll start talking about the ongoing transfers that have happened at other clubs, including Liverpool, letting go of Mane, Bayern Munich, we'll get to that. Arsenal and some of the signings they're making alongside the announcement of Bissouma for Spurs. We'll get to that at the end. But let's start off with Dembele. What's happening with Dembele? Are we closer? Is it happening? No one knows. Check this out. Ousmane Dembele is waiting until after his holiday to make a decision over his future amid interest from Chelsea. So, yeah. Problem is, no one really knows when his holiday ends. So, I'm just going to wait until he comes back from holiday, people. We'll just wait, yeah? We'll wait until he shows up for work, basically. This is the thing. We're clinging on to things that are out of our control. Get an agreement in place. Do something. If he doesn't want to decide now, at least make it clear in terms of how close are we compared to a Barcelona, for example. We need to have our minds rest assured that we are going to get this done. I'd like to still think that's going to happen. If, and this is an if, right? This is an if Kounde and Dembele doesn't happen, which I still think, as I've said, I think they're coming. But imagine they didn't. I'd want to throw myself out a window out of that point. I mean, there'd be nothing left for Chelsea to really do. It's insane. So I hope it doesn't take long. This is the problem. We are taking too long. I still think that we are going to get players in. I still think that the ones that are leaving are going to be leaving and they will be replaced. But I don't want it replaced with deadwood. I don't want us to panic buy. I don't want us on deadline day when the season's already completely in by a month. We've played 4 or 5 matches and we're like, oh, we're now going to get a central defender. Like, no. Considering the fact that it's not just Dembele and Kounde we need to focus on. Those are the ones that I thought would be assured, sorted. We need a defensive midfielder. We need to replace Alonso, left wing back. We need to replace Lukaku up front. We need to get ourselves a winger in if it's likely to be true as it's rumoured that Ziyech or even a Pulisic could be leaving because they're not very happy in the way that they're being used. These things all need to be considered. Time is ticking. Pre-season starts in 2.5 weeks, at least for the seniors. 2 weeks for the academy boys and for Tuchel and for everyone to come back to Cobham. 2.5 to 3 weeks for the seniors to start pre-season. We need to have got deals done. Some players need to be there for pre-season, just like they are for the other clubs. So let's wait and see. Now, talking about what Chelsea are going to do, Liam Toomey has given us a little indicator to what are the plans. What are the plans? I thought we knew the plans, but here it is from Liam himself. Check this out. Chelsea are targeting 2 new senior defenders. Jules Kounde has been the top target for more than a year and should be one of the arrivals, as soon as a fee can be agreed with the Spanish club Sevilla. Reinforcements will likely also be needed in central midfield, in the wing-back positions and in attack. This is coming from Liam Toomey, one of the most connected journalists at Chelsea, saying the exact same things we are. We're not hearing anything. This is the problem. We're not hearing anything. And even with Kounde and Dembele, which we thought would be pretty much sorted, Barca have come out the mud. They've sorted their finances out. They've managed to get a short-term solution, at least to increase the transfer fund and to get their club a little bit stabilised and to start getting those signings through the door. We need to be careful here. They could just go in for a Kounde and maybe, who knows, turn his head. At first, he was like, yeah, London. It's taking too long. Barca want me. Maybe. Who knows? Only Kounde will know. But you have to entertain the option. You have to entertain the possibility. This is the thing. We are allowing risks to come in through the door when we can prevent this. We can prevent it. Agree a fee with Sevilla. It's not hard, you know? We know what the valuation is. Come to an agreement. Start talking. We're not even hearing that Chelsea are discussing a fee and it's getting close, much like we're hearing with Lukaku. We're hearing about the discussions happening between Chelsea and Inter Milan. We're hearing about the loan fees. We're hearing about, the gap is being closed. We're hearing that, you know what, it might be a couple of days. Maybe an agreement is coming into place. Maybe Inter are going to accept in about a day or two. We're hearing things. We're not hearing anything to do with Kounde. We're not hearing anything to do with Dembele. We're not hearing anything to do with anyone else. This is the concern. We should be hearing at least. So, let's wait and see. Now, talking about Kounde, a little update in relation to the possibility of Barca coming in and what it means for Chelsea. Graham Bailey says, on the update of Christian Davis, he says Chelsea are still firm favourites to land Jules Kounde. However, they need to agree terms with Sevilla. And as it stands, they are still some way apart. If Chelsea don't step up, there is always a danger of other clubs, including Barcelona, coming in. This is exactly my point. Why run the risk? Why run it? Anyway, as it stands right now, it seems like we are far ahead in terms of the agreement with the player compared to Barcelona. But Barcelona could agree a fee with Sevilla instantly and start talking to the player and maybe turn his head, which is the possibility that I've entertained. This is what's been said in relation to Kounde from Diaro AS. Chelsea have arrived much earlier than Barcelona in a move for Jules Kounde. He has already reached an agreement and is convinced about a move to the Premier League. If this is the case, close the deal. Close it. Nizar Kinsella even telling us now in relation to Kounde. Chelsea have already got a financial agreement in place with Kounde in terms of contracts. They've not got a fee agreed, but they are in dialogue with Sevilla. He is really up for joining Chelsea. Close the deal. This is the thing. We've spoken with Sevilla before. This isn't new. Close the deal. Close it. Now, is the Lukaku situation holding Chelsea up? That's a possibility. But I'd like to think we can multitask, you know? So, close the deal. Close it and agree a fee. Once that's done, that's it. We've got the player. If we agree a fee, it's done. Kounde's a Chelsea ban. Finished. So, yeah, we need to hope that it's going to happen soon. Talking about Barcelona, this is the latest from them in relation to some of our lads. Barcelona have made Chelsea duo Marcos Alonso and Cesar Azpilicueta primary targets this summer, as well as Jules Kounde. This is the thing. Barca are interested. They're not interested. They are interested. We need to keep on our heels. We need to make sure we are on fire here, and we're going to get this done. Let's hope we do. And, yeah, we'll see. In relation to Lukaku, there's been an update. And again, we're hearing from the whole Lukaku situation. Let's get right into it from Ben Jacobs. This is the latest as of today. Talks continuing between Chelsea and Inter. A traditional loan is now looking less likely than a swap deal. Both options have been explored. Chelsea want a defender. Skriniar, Bastoni and Dumfries discussed. Inter sources familiar with the talk say they don't want to lose Bastoni, whose agent has also said he's definitely staying. No doubt Bastoni is happy at Inter, but agent quote should still be taken with a pinch of salt at this stage. Skriniar is being chased by PSG and Inter are open to letting him go. There is an acceptance they can't get Lukaku without either paying a significantly higher loan fee or trading someone. My understanding remains there is no chance of Chelsea getting Martinez. Even if Inter soften, Martinez doesn't want the move. Inter see Lukaku-Martinez as a key partnership on and off the field. Still also some discussion within Chelsea as to whether Lukaku should simply be loaned in the short term given he's under contract until 2026. Todd Boehly has spoken to Tuchel to determine whether the relationship between manager and player is repairable. In a more traditional loan deal, Chelsea would want over double the €5 million Inter Inter have offered. 12 to 15 million euros is the likely fee, despite Chelsea originally hoping for 20. Talks complicated by many moving parts, the type of deal, Bowley's input, player-manager dynamic, but most of all, as Chelsea have maintained from the very start, Lukaku will only be allowed to leave if the deal makes financial sense. He won't be loaned, sold out of sentiment. Chelsea and Inter are confident, however, of agreeing a deal in the coming week, but talks not simple. So, understandable. But it's looking like it could be more of a swap. And we'll wait and see. But I'm hoping this saga is going to come to an end very soon. And you hear some of the figures, and you can hear that Chelsea's 20 million is not going to be met, but the 5 million Inter offered is stupid. Come to a narrow ground, come to a more common ground, agree a fee in between the middle, maybe more towards Chelsea's side because we've been screwed. On top of that, no sentiment, but maybe a player included. Is it going to be a Skriniar? Possible, but PSG are interested. You best believe it won't be a swap deal if PSG snap up Skriniar. Because Dumfries, well, unless we get Dumfries, which I'm not for, by the way. I'm not for. I mean, is he just going to be a backup for Reece James? You know, I mean, I'd like to think that would only be the case. But Reece James moving to right centre-back, I don't even want to entertain. So Dumfries wouldn't even play. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a waste. Yeah, I'd rather the money. So, look, there's that. But if we don't get a Skriniar, and we have to get a Bastoni, we need to hope that Skriniar doesn't go to PSG, because Inter won't let go of Skriniar and Bastoni in the same window. They just won't. So time is ticking. We've got to get these things sorted quick, because other teams are moving. Other teams are moving, and they're moving fast. And some of the things that we're hearing, let's get right to it. This is from Fabrizio Romano. We're hearing in terms of Arsenal, for example, Fabio Vieira signs with Arsenal until 2027 after medical tests now successfully completed, done and sealed. Arsenal are also set to announce Nketiah, new deal, who's been given the number 14 shirt, by the way. I think that's a little bit of an insult to Thierry Henry. I don't know how he's feeling about this, but anyway, shouldn't be given the 14. That should be retired. Anyway, Telemans talk still ongoing, but no official bid yet. Busy days on many negotiations for Edu. Not just that, Arsenal are looking like they're about to get Gabriel Jesus as well, so they're getting themselves a striker. Telemans is about to come through the door. They've got themselves Vieira. They've got themselves Marquinhos, not the PSG one, the other one. So don't panic for that. But in terms of that, it's a madness. Bayern Munich, they've managed to get themselves Sadio Mane from Liverpool. Liverpool, we've already know, have done their business, and it looks like that's through the door. Manchester City, Cucurella. Not just that, Calvin Phillips. And as Man Knows Football, Gooney told me earlier on today, which is a valid point, if Man United can't snap up De Jong, and Man City know that De Jong is a possibility to leave Barcelona if enough money is put down, because Barcelona have put a price tag, Man City could match that. Imagine De Jong coming to Manchester City. Outrageous. It would be crazy. And on top of that, you look at the announcements today. Tottenham have announced Bissouma. Done. You know? All these clubs are doing deals. They're getting players through the door. They're strengthening. We need to wake up. I don't want to come on there and be like, it's over, we're screwed. We're not. There is still time. But it has to be now. I'm giving a warning. This is a warning. Because we've seen this film before. We've seen this happen at Chelsea, where it's other clubs have done business. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. And then you start hearing, oh, okay, you know, we might get a deal done. Okay, and then time goes on. We might get a deal done. And then it's deadline day. You still haven't done anything. Oh, buy Zappacosta. You know, panic buy. We don't want to panic buy. We don't want to panic buy, because that would, in translation, be Thomas Tuchel's not been backed. That's the whole point. We don't want to do that and fall behind some of the other teams who clearly have reinforced even before pre-season. We have 2 weeks. As far as I'm concerned, we've got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to get at least a couple of signings through the door. And then even if it means having to drag it out after pre-season or throughout pre-season to get more through the door, we have to. But we need to get replacements for the ones that have left. We need to get Kounde through the door. We need to get a left centre-back. Who's that going to be? Is it going to be someone from Inter Milan? Is it going to be a Koulibaly? What's happening there? No one knows. Is it going to be someone else? What? No one knows. We need to get a left wing-back replacement if Alonso's leaving, which it seems like he will be. Azpilicueta's going out the door. But anyway, we need to get a defensive midfielder to reinforce that position. We need to get a striker. Lukaku's out the door. We need to get a winger in because we need to reinforce there. We need to do all of this. There's no excuse for other teams to be able to get 5 or 6 players through the door and we can't. You know? Understandably, Todd Bowley's just walked through the door. But we've already been guaranteed the promise that we're going to be doing business this summer. It's going to be a good summer. We got 2 weeks to catch up to the other teams who have already done their deals before pre-season. So let's do that. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below, and give me your thoughts on all the other bits of news as well. As I've said, Vitinha going to PSG, so Man United have lost out there. Man United a bit in the mud, just like we are, although for them it looking like a complete rebuild, where with us it's more reinforcing exactly where we've decided to go wrong, where players have left, where we need to bolster, where we in effect are rebuilding, but not in the same sense as Man United. So let me know your entire thoughts on that. Arsenal, Tottenham, the big teams, Man City, Liverpool. Let me know all of your thoughts. I'd love to hear it. Much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. And I'll see you tomorrow for a brand new one. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care. And peace.